Three, two, one, clap. What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Gabo Alabo here, or otherwise known by my friends and family, and perhaps even you. I don't mind you calling me that. It is Gabe. Today we are going to be doing another commentary video. I always, as you guys didn't know if you've been on my YouTube channel since the beginning, I always like to say like, oh, I'm doing this new YouTube series, I'm going to continue with it, but this time I actually am. So this is going to be a long intro, I'm sorry about that. But today, for this new to YouTube series, this is just going to be a monthly update with Gabe. Maybe it'll be bi-weekly, every other week, but this will just be a monthly update about what's going on in my life, what's going on with Gabe, and how are things going, because for me, I feel like I say this all the time, one of my biggest things when doing this YouTube and creating this platform is being honest with you, being the real you, because I feel like people can tell when people aren't being authentic and shit like that. And also it just makes it easier for me to connect to the audience. Like I said though, I am a person though, I don't want to say this because it sucks to say this, but I'm not your friend. If you only know me through YouTube, we are not friends. I do appreciate all the love and support though. I appreciate every single one of you, but do you understand what I mean? Like, it's a different relationship, us being here. What am I even saying? I'm rambling on. Today we are going to be talking just about a life update, what's going on with me, maybe ranting about some things that have been happening in the media lately, and in the background we're going to be having a gameplay. Today's gameplay is going to be Raid Shadow Legends. Sadly, I'm not sponsored. Raid, if you want to sponsor me, I know that you'll literally sponsor anyone and everything as long as they have a pulse and aren't canceled. So, yeah, Raid, please sponsor me. And I'll actually leave my referral code if you guys want to check out Raid, because I actually do play this game a lot and I do want the reward. So yeah, we'll be playing a Raid Shadow Legends in the background. So what's going on with me? What's going on in the mind of Gabe, Gabe the Gamer God, or I don't even go by that anymore, Gabo El Labo. See, I don't even have a script. I don't even have a basic outline. I was gonna outline this video and have a basic script for it at least, but even I couldn't do that. What's been going on? Recently school has started back up. I have just ended the third week of school. School's a little bit chaotic for me, a little bit hectic. The first week went by smoothly, no issues, nothing about it. Everything went well. I was studying, I was getting my homework done on time, everything was going well, and then boom, out of nowhere, something big and unexpected happened. And you're probably wondering, Gabe, what happened? What's this big and unexpected thing? You make it sound like someone died. Luckily, no, that's not the case. Every one of my family members is fine, at least to my knowledge, or at least the ones I care about. Just kidding, I love all my family members, no matter how close they are to me. So my school, I don't know, bro. My school's kind of weird. My school, there's always a strike going on at my school. Apparently my school doesn't treat anyone right or well, and I don't even want to say this because I don't want to get kicked out. But yeah, I'm just stating my opinions and how I feel. But yeah, it seems like every single year at my school, without a doubt, without missing a beat, there is a strike. And so this time, last year when there was a strike, it was the TAs, which are teaching assistants, which are students, mostly graduate students who help out and they get credit, they get teaching experience, and they're severely underpaid. They went on strike. That lasted for about 2 weeks. And guess who went on strike this time? The freaking professors. Every single professor who was with the teachers union or who was working more than 51%, I don't know how many hours that, but who was more than part-time, went on strike. So what did that mean? That mean that I didn't have any classes except those led by TA. It's kind of funny. It's the inverse of last time. Last year, TAs went on strike, so we only had classes. We didn't have any labs or lectures. Those were led by TAs. And this time, we only had labs and lectures. So, so the strike, it lasted for about a week, and that actually kind of made me lazy. And I'm actually been kind of lazy. I'm actually kind of lazy when it comes to schoolwork. I mean, even now, I'm recording this YouTube video instead of me studying, and I know that my dad is one of my biggest supporters and he watches my YouTube video. He's probably typing in the comments right now or listening to this video right now like, Gabe, go study. Dad, I will, trust me. And so, yeah, so the strike made me lazy and it made me fall behind a couple lessons and it kind of threw me off my rhythm, you know. I was getting into school and like this semester and this year, new me. I know a lot of people say that and it's a bunch of bullshit, but this new year, new me with 2023, I'm really trying to change myself and change who I am and grow into my adulthood. I think a lot of people, or perhaps it's just everyone, I don't want to simplify people's experiences. College is a learning experience and it's kind of a weird place. You're going from from being a youth and a child into going into an adult at this weird period of time where you're still in school, and like you're kind of treated as an adult and as a child at the same time. And it's just really weird because in one instance you can be considered a child and you can be protected underneath the law, and you can, like, you know, you can get away with stuff, you can party, you can have fun, you can do this. And other times you have to be very serious, you have to be an adult, you have to take things seriously. And I think for me, ever since I've turned 18, it's been a really big thing struggling with me with, I think, more than others. Like I said, I don't want to compare myself, but if you guys didn't know, I'm on the autism spectrum and I have Asperger's, and just me being on my own, trying to come into my own, becoming an adult, figuring things out for myself, I'd say is really, I'm not gonna say harder than others, but it's really hard for me. Most of my young life, I didn't really do stuff like party, go out. Well, in high school, I didn't do drugs. I wasn't rambunctious. I wasn't a problem child. I mean, I had problems and I fought with my family, but at the end of the day, like, you know, I wasn't getting like freaking grounded. I wasn't getting in trouble with the law, things like that. I think I was very set back, and I was my in terms of some parts of my growth and my development were very stunted in terms compared to my peers. So with me, with this new year, with me really trying to come into my own an adult, and me turning a big milestone in my life, 21, which I feel like 21 is like the last kind of age before like you're really considered an adult, like it's no more bullshit, you are considered an adult. I'm really trying to figure stuff out on my own and trying to be independent as possible. God, if you're all watching this video and you can't comprehend, I don't blame you. Hi, welcome, my name's Gabe. With my autism and my ADHD, I rant everywhere all over the place and topics rant. So yeah, my 21 first birthday is coming up. I feel like not 21, but like you're 20 is like the last year that you're fully considered a child, or like you're not considered like an adult in every aspect. Once you hit 21, in my opinion, boom, all bets are off. You're on your own. You gotta have to have everything figured out, or not everything figured out. Like I said, even adults, people in their 60s, they're still figuring stuff out. But you at least need to present yourself in a certain way and act like an adult. So I'm trying to do that. And with this tying things back up and getting back to the strike, I've been having trouble motivating myself, getting myself motivated with school, trying to figure out my time, balancing my time between the social media thing, my actual quote-unquote real-life job I have, my schoolwork, and my friendships. And when something comes along with the strike where you don't have school for a week, it really throws me off. I'm the type of person where I have to have a set schedule, or even if I don't have a set schedule, I always have to be active. I have to be doing something, whether it be physically engaging or mentally and emotionally engaging. I have to be doing something, or I'm sitting alone with my thoughts and I start getting depressed, I start getting lazy, I start sitting there, I start contemplating, I start, literally spiraling. I don't know how it is for you guys, but that's how it is. I'm the type of person who needs to be engaged and active. So when I'm literally sitting here in my dorm room for an entire week, and I could have been doing stuff. I could have been keeping up with my classes and still doing stuff. I will admit that is solely my fault, and I take responsibility for that. But it's an environment. When there's that, I started becoming depressed. And I think that I don't want to go into it. Like I said, even though I'm very open in my videos, there are some stuff I do need to keep some secrecy and some privacy. But I do struggle with mental health. In my first few years of college, I was very lazy and unmotivated. And like I said, part of that is on me, but I think also part of it was in the environment. It was COVID. Professors weren't trying as much. Classes were online. things were online, you were literally allowed to be lazy. I've heard from many professors who were who taught before COVID, taught during COVID, and are teaching now while COVID is dying down. They'll admit, they're like, yeah, I was lazy myself with assignments, with teaching, with none of that. COVID made us lazy. And I think I'll have to say to myself, COVID did make me lazy. It made me complacent with the laziness. It made me complacent when not doing stuff and that. And so now that COVID is kind of coming to an end, hopefully, or at least while I'm trying to take my life seriously and trying to build upon the skills I'm learning and trying to take my life to the next level, I don't want to be lazy anymore. I mean, yeah, I'm allowed to relax and to have free time and to be I don't know, to be free time and get my head to clear and my thoughts and just to not fully be working. Like, I'm not a machine. Even machines need to take breaks. If you work a machine too much, they'll literally break down. But like, even when I'm like relaxing or stuff, I'm like in the back of my head, I cannot be in the moment. I cannot sit down, be in the moment, focus on the one thing that I'm doing. And my mind's going like, oh my God, I should be studying. Do I have this to do? What's this and this? What's going on? Am I forgetting something? Am I forgetting something? Or even for, like I said, like I can't focus on one thing. When I'm sitting down playing video games and or like relaxing, watching TV, I'll literally be on my phone, another device, or doing something else. So my attention is split and divided. I can literally not just concentrate on one thing. I don't know how it is for you guys. I don't know how it is for people without ADHD or people like myself. If they're able to just sit down, do one thing, focus on it solely, and be in the moment. Like, I'm able to do that, but very rarely, sit down and focus on one thing and like be laser focused. You ever hear of like thing called the zone? I've only been in the zone a couple times in my life. And with certain things, I'm in the zone when I'm working out. Even then, I'm still on my phone. I'm in the zone working out. When I'm sitting down right now making YouTubes, all I'm thinking about is doing this and stuff like that. So, yeah. God, what am I saying? Yeah, and being in the zone is a very addictive feeling. Just, literally you feel, when I'm in the zone, I feel like I'm on top of the world. I'm untouchable. Nothing can stop me. The only thing that matters is this thing that I'm working on in the moment. I block everything else out. So yeah, so I guess to conclude with the strike and move on to the next topic thing, is that it made me lazy. And I guess throughout this video with this monthly update is that I'm gonna set some goals for myself for 2023 and check in I'll check in every month at a certain date and see how I'm doing. So my first goal is to do well in school. What does doing well in school mean to me? It means doing well, keeping up with my assignments, going to class, not missing classes, keeping up with my assignments, I already said that, getting good grades, and just overall learning. You don't have to get good grades at school, but you need to understand the material. My dad tells me, he's like, Gabe, you can shortcome yourself. You can cheat. I don't cheat. If anyone from school's watching this, I don't cheat. If you already can tell I'm a goody two-shoes, but you can cheat yourself. You can take shortcuts. But at the end of the day, it's hurting yourself because this stuff that you're learning in school and classes is stuff that you're going to use for your job in the future. So if you don't know how to do this now, then what happens when it's 5-10 years down the line that you're in a job, you're working something, and your boss and supervisor tells you to do this, and you're like, wait, I never learned how to do this. How are you going to do this? So yeah, my main goal in school right now is my grades. Hey, my grades, so when you're making goals, you don't need to set yourself a concrete goal. Some people, there are recommended, but I feel like if I set myself concrete goals, I become obsessed with them. But for my goal to all check in is to get all C's. That is my goal. My GPA, I'll be honest with you, fell down because of my mental health, and it's at a 2.6 right now, which I don't know what's that averages to, but my goal right now is to get a C. My whole life, I've been focusing on school. I have not taken a break. There are a lot of people in between college, they'll take a break, they'll take a gap year, they'll take a gap semester, or they'll even be done. After high school, they'll be done. But with me, I was so focused on school. I mean, I didn't have like a 4.5 or like a 4 or like a 5.0 GPA. I had like a 3.75 in school, but I was trying my hardest. I was consumed by school. And I mean, I don't, on the other hand, I don't want it to become the opposite in me, saying like, oh, I care about my mental health. I care about being social. So I'm not going to focus on school. It's about finding a balance. But I was so focused on school my whole life. And my parents, they created this environment of where they wanted me to do good. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but they didn't realize that even though that they weren't pressuring me themselves by saying, you have to do good, it became this implicit pressure. If y'all know what implicit means, it means that it's not stated, but it's there in the background. So I got this implicit pressure that I had to do well in school because, like I said, I have a disability. So school is so much harder for me. It is harder for a neurodivergent person to go through school than a neurotypical person. And literally, my dad told me, I don't know the extent of it, but my parents have told me that there have been people on my care team and throughout school or teachers that didn't think I would create high school. I wouldn't finish high school. And look, here I am, even now. There are people that are doubting me, and part of my mentality is that I have to prove these people who doubt me wrong. It may not be a healthy coping mechanism or a healthy skill, but I need to prove these people wrong and prove myself that I can do this, that I have to work harder than these people, than other people, in order to just get where they are at without them even trying. So yeah, I'm sorry. We're already 16 minutes in and I've only recorded 30 minutes of gameplay. So yeah, that is my goal for school, is to get good grades, go to class every day, don't miss class, don't make excuses, and get average of C's. What's my next goal? So next we're going to talk about YouTube and social media. I've been doing social media. I mean, I don't make any money from this. This isn't my job. I'm only doing this for fun. If it turns into a job, then so be it. A lot of people will start social media, at least nowadays, with the sole intention of, I want to make money. I want to become famous. And that is not me. I mean, yeah, the money would be nice. It'd be nice to be known by people. But my goal is to tell my story, tell what my life has been like, spread the message, spread my word, and hopefully I can make other people's days better through comedy and through laughter. And yeah. I want to create an environment where everyone can be accepted no matter who they are. If you don't have a good home life, if you don't have good friendships, if no one loves you, sorry, this is sounding dark. I'm gonna turn around. If you don't have people in your personal life that don't support you, I want to be that one person that can cheer you up, that can support you, that can tell you that I'm proud of you. Listen, I may not know you. Hey, if we grow to a freaking 100,000 subscribers, it'll be hard to know every single one person, remember every username. But know that I'm proud of you. I love you. I appreciate everything that you've done for me. You watch my videos. Even if it's 10 people, 3 people, if it's my own parents, know that I'm proud of you and I thank you for everything that you have given me. I was put on this earth, whether or not you believe in God. I do. I believe in both God and science. I believe I was put on earth by God in order to spread a message and to bring positivity into people's lives. So my goal with YouTube is to just bring positivity and share just my life story. And if people like it, they do. And if they don't, that's okay as well. Not everyone has to like me. That is my goal as a person. And so going off of that is that I am really strict and really hard on myself when it comes to anything. I'm my biggest critic. If a lot of people around me in my life see my greatness. That sounds so stupid and that sounds so condescending. But a lot of people in my life see my potential as a person and see what I can do, and they tell me I'm surrounded by positive reinforcement. But the thing is that I constantly doubt myself. No matter how many people tell me how good I am, how proud they are of me, how much they love me, I still inside myself uh don't believe in myself, no matter how many people around me. It's a weird dichotomy. It's real. I don't know if it's ironic, but it's weird. It's like I have all this positivity, all these people that believe in around me, but I don't believe in myself. And so going back with my YouTube videos is that I am so strict and so hard on my YouTube videos. I literally have tons of videos that and ideas that I will not post and not upload because I don't believe that it's up to my standards and that it's not perfect and that it's not good at all. Like, they're probably good videos. Like, people nonetheless will probably watch them and they'll probably enjoy just seeing them. But because I'm so hard on myself, I'm like, hey, I don't want to upload this. This is not good. So my goal for 2023 with YouTube is to post at least once a week. It doesn't matter whether it be unedited, an hour-long content, a couple minutes video, a heavily edited gameplay. My goal is to be less critical of myself and my content and to just post. Yeah. All right, so I have two goals right now, one for school, one for YouTube. What's a goal for friendship and social? My goal is to socialize with people and build meaningful connections and last while connections that aren't fast fading and fake. No, I can't mention that. See, there's something where I gotta be private about. But if you guys didn't know, I haven't had a lot of close or at least deep, meaningful friends my whole life. So what's that led to me do is that my whole life is that I'll jump from one friend to the next because I'm looking for that initial reaction, that I guess you can call it like an adrenaline, or that satisfaction of people liking me because I am so low confident and low self-esteem. So I'll go from one friend to the next instead of actually building the relationship with this person and with this people and building a relationship that's meaningful and with someone that cares about me. Because like I said, I have a ton of people who cares about me, but I ignore them. Instead, I just try and build more and more relationships and they burn out like a quick fire. And I do that because I need the constant connection. I need the constant attention. And I guess maybe that's why I'm doing YouTube, because I want the attention, because I am so lonely. So my goal with friendships for 2023 is to build on my already relationships that are already there and friendships that are there and make them rock solid and build an even stronger foundation and really care about the person instead of running away and moving on to someone else. Because for me, when I have enter in a friendship and when there's trouble or when there's fighting or when I feel like it's going wrong, I pull away because I want to be the one to pull away, because I already anticipate that it's going to end badly. I mean, that it's going to end badly and I'm going to get rejected. So I'm like, hey, if it's going to end badly and it's going to end, I want to be the one to do it because that'll make it easier for the relationship to end if I initiate it, if that makes sense. So my goal is to keep up with all my friendships and build upon them before making new friendships. All right. We'll do 5 goals. I think 5 goals is manageable. What's my 4th goal? My 4th goal is with my family. I love my family. Family is a strong value for me, and it is absolutely important in my life. Family is one of the most important things. My family has a little bit difficult and we have our rough patches, but my family has been there for me all the time. In fact, I think they've been there for me way too much. They do too much for me. I have always been the center of attention in my family, and I always have been at the center because I want that constant validation, and because I don't feel noticed, and because I feel like I let my family down. I feel like I'm a disappointment to my family. I feel like that my family is embarrassed by me because of my disability, because I do these things. So I feel like I have to be the center of attention, because if I'm not, then they'll forget about me and they won't care about me, which is absolutely not true. And so I feel like I am very selfish my whole life, and that I've taken up a lot of my family's time when they can give it to other people. Like, for example, with my sisters, I feel like my parents, because of my disability and because of how I am, they've taken a lot of good care for me, and I feel like they've ignored my sisters, which is not right. I absolutely love my sisters, and I wish that my parents could have given them more attention. So my goal for 2023 with my family is to give back. I mean, I feel like if you guys couldn't tell, I go through extremes. So if I feel like I don't give enough, I feel like I'm going to give everything. So it's a learning curve, and it's a balance. So my goal for 2023 is to give back for my family. It's to not take but to give, to be there for my family, to be there when people need me, or even if they don't ask, for me to ask them, to be like, hey, do you need help with this? I want to help you out. You are my family. You have raised me from a childhood. I could have been born into a worse off family. There are stories I've heard from friends and other people about how the people that they've been born to by blood, by family, has not treated them well. And I'm extremely grateful that I have had a good family. So my goal is to give back and to support my own family. And my last and fifth and final goal is self-confidence and self-improvement. I know that's a big goal overall and a big everything. I guess what I want to whittle it down to is I want to be more confident and be happy with myself. I want to love myself. I want to appreciate all aspects of myself, whether it be the flaws, the good and the bad, the imperfections, and everything. I want to look myself in a mirror, look up and down myself, look myself in the eyes, and truly mean it and say, I love myself, I appreciate myself for who I am, and that I am worth it and I deserve a place on this earth. Because, like I said, most of my whole life, I didn't want to be here on this earth. I didn't want to be here. And I think that's ridiculous. There are people who are in worse situations who still love and enjoy life. And I should be able to appreciate what God has given me, what opportunities I've had in the world, what I have, and to say that, yeah, I'm a cool person. I mean, like I said, it's all a balance. Like, I don't want to be overly confident. I don't want to be cocky. I don't want to even be like, oh yeah, I'm hot shit. I'm cool. I'm better than everyone else. But I want to get to that point where I'm happy with myself and I'm comfortable in my own body. And hopefully it'll be there. So yeah, guys, this has been a monthly update with Gabe. I hope that you guys don't think that I'm fake and that I'm trying to gain sympathy points, but I just want to be open and honest with you, and I'll connect with you guys better. And I feel like if I let you into my life, hopefully it'll help people who are going through the same stuff. So yeah, I hope you all have a blessed rest of your day. Remember our motto of do good, do great, and be true to yourself. And I'll see y'all in the next video. I love you all. If no one else tells you it, I love you and I am proud of you. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Peace.